Imagine a name, emblazoned on a national landmark, suddenly being erased. Tonight, we witnessed exactly that at the Kennedy Center, as Donald Trump's name was officially removed from a prominent donor's plaque. But this isn't just about one name. It's about a seismic shift in how public figures are honored, and what happens when legacy clashes with controversy. What is the real cost of erasing history, and who decides what stays or goes? This isn't just a political headline. It's a powerful business decision with massive implications. The Kennedy Center, a beacon of arts and culture, just made a move that could reshape how institutions approach donations, public recognition, and even their own brand identity. We're diving deep into the why, the how, and the surprising ripple effects of this unprecedented event. Get ready because the story behind this removal is far more complex than you think, and it touches every single one of us. Let's be clear. We're talking about the Ambassador's Circle plaque, a recognition for significant financial contributions. Donald Trump, back in the early 90s, donated a cool $1 million towards the Kennedy Center's expansion and a specific lounge. For decades, his name was a testament to that generosity. But tonight that changed. Workers under the cover of darkness carefully unmounted the plaque, separating his name from other esteemed donors. Why now? And what does it mean when a cultural institution decides to symbolically erase a part of its own financial history? This wasn't some minor nameplate. It was a visible statement, challenging the very idea of a permanent legacy. Is any contribution truly sacrosanct? The optics are undeniable. A major cultural institution publicly distancing itself from a former president. But the financial implications here are far more complex than just a plaque. Are institutions now forced to choose between principle and profit? Or is this a new form of ethical investing? You might think this is a recent trend, a product of our hyperpolarized times. But think again. Throughout history, societies have wrestled with what to do about monuments and honors dedicated to controversial figures. Remember the fall of Soviet-era statues? Or the ongoing debates about Confederate memorials? While those were often about ideological shifts and past injustices, this Kennedy Center move hits closer to home for modern institutions. It's not just about a historical figure. It's about a living, breathing public figure. What's the business case for such a move? Institutions like the Kennedy Center rely heavily on public perception and donor goodwill. Maintaining a perceived toxic name on their walls could deter new donors, alienate patrons, and damage their brand. The cost of not removing a name in terms of lost revenue and public trust can sometimes far outweigh the direct cost of the removal itself. But here's the shocking truth. Sometimes removing a name can actually cost an institution more than keeping it. What's the hidden price tag of such a public statement? For the Kennedy Center, this decision is a high-stakes gamble. On one hand, it aligns them with a segment of the public seeking accountability and a cleaner image. This could attract new, progressive donors and audiences. On the other hand, it risks alienating a different segment, potentially leading to a backlash from conservative donors or political figures. How do you quantify the impact of such a move on future fundraising campaigns? It's a delicate balancing act between moral stance and financial stability. Now, what about Donald Trump himself? For a figure who thrives on controversy and public attention, this removal could be seen in two ways. Is it a public humiliation, a stain on his legacy? Or is it a badge of honor, further solidifying his image as an outsider targeted by the establishment? This event for him isn't just about a plaque. It becomes part of his narrative, potentially fueling his base and even his future political aspirations. Yet, what if this isn't just about erasing a name, but about setting a dangerous precedent for future donations and public honors? This is where you come in. If you're finding this deep dive into the business of legacy fascinating, hit that subscribe button. We tackle these complex issues every week, breaking down the headlines into actionable insights you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss out on understanding the true forces shaping our world. The removal of Donald Trump's name from the Kennedy Center isn't just an isolated incident. It's a symptom of a larger cultural shift. In an age of instant information and social media, public opinion can shift dramatically, and institutions are under immense pressure to respond. This event forces us to ask, should public honors come with an expiration date? Should there be a code of conduct for those whose names grace our institutions? Who gets to decide when someone's past actions outweigh their past generosity? The answers are complex and often contentious. This move by the Kennedy Center signals a new era where the line between historical contribution and contemporary controversy is constantly being redrawn. It's a powerful reminder that legacy isn't just about what you build, but how your actions are perceived over time. The real cost of erasing history, then, isn't just the physical removal. It's the ongoing dynamic reevaluation of public figures and their impact, forcing institutions to continuously weigh their values against public sentiment and financial realities. The decision of what stays or goes, it turns out, is never truly settled. This is where you come in. If you're finding this deep dive into the business of legacy fascinating, hit that subscribe button. We tackle these complex issues every week, breaking down the headlines into actionable insights you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss out on understanding the true forces shaping our world. So the Kennedy Center made its move. Donald Trump's name is off the wall. But the real story here is far from over. This event is a powerful lesson in the ever-changing landscape of public honor, the business of reputation, and the enduring question of who gets to write history. It's a stark reminder that in today's world, legacy is never permanent, and every decision has far-reaching consequences. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the business and cultural shifts shaping our world, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one.